So I have to restart this video. Oh, jeez. Now, with the amount of views the video that I posted regarding the female reproductive system has been getting, I need to help you clarify some things. Because most of you think that a vagina is just the entire system, but the vagina is only the canal, the vaginal canal. Once you get to the cervix, it's an entire structure. So in order for you to actually know what you're developing and for it to develop properly, it is not going to develop from out here. It's going to be developing from in here, which means your guts are going to be moving, your intestines, your bladder, your anus, your rectum. It's all going to be shifting and moving, and it's going to take a while to do this. In addition, your entire energetic system has to change as well, which means you're going to become very aware of all the reasons why you have a male structure. If you're a genetic female and you are listening to these subliminals to help yourself remain healthy and all of that, you're going to come up with all of the reasons why you have those illnesses and the energetic debris within your system to create those illnesses, okay? So you got to work through all that. They're not coming up for you to give up and turn your back on it. They're coming up for you to release them. Now, hermaphroditic systems, during the first 12 weeks in the body, when these things start developing, I think it's 12 weeks at least, it's the same structure, okay? The penis is protruded outwards. The entire female universe remains inside. As you can see, that is the clitoris. So the head of the penis is the clitoris. Women have a clitoris, but if they were hermaphroditic, they would have a penis, and the vaginal entrance, see where it is right here? On a penis, if you can visualize this in 3D going up, the vaginal entrance would be right there, in between the scrotum. Because the scrotum, where the testicles are the labia majora and labia minora. Like the pink part right here and the purple parts. So hermaphrodites, if they're genetically formed properly, have the penis and then a little opening right there, and the scrotum kind of splits open safely, obviously, because it's formed to hold each testicle there, and then the testicles also have the ability to go back in through where, you know, people say tucking. They go back in, but instead of staying just kind of I don't know where that other picture is, by the pubic bone, they go farther into where the uterus is, or the ovaries stay there. So when you're tucking, the testicles go from there to there. But when you're a hermaphrodite, those canals are farther open. So these ovaries, which are testicles basically, that are hanging down, they go all the way back up. That's the only difference between males and females. There is absolutely nothing else. Like the sexual anatomy between a male and a female is the same exact structure. The only difference is the canal is more open on the female and protruding on the male. And in a hermaphrodite, in a body that's more harmonized energetically, it opens right there. So you have the vaginal canal and the penis and the cervix and all of that, and it just opens right there. Because that penis is the glans clitoris. It's the same thing. Now, In order for your female reproductive system to effectively and properly create, it does not begin from the outside. It begins from the inside. The organs all get pushed around. Everything inside your body shifts, changes, and moves back around so that you can create the vaginal opening and the uterus and everything else. It's not that easy if you're going to do it linearly. It is much easier if you completely allow and surrender to divinity itself to do it for you, which is why I have worded the affirmations in a specific way to be in complete accordance and guidance with divine law and divine frequencies. Because if I was going to sit here and name every single organ, structure, tissue, bone, filament, fiber, nerve ending, and everything else, and this is just the skeleton that'll have to change because you're born as a genetic male. That area isn't wide enough to hold a child. So your bones will have to shift, so your hips will shift, your legs will get stronger, your bones will get thicker, your rib cage narrows. You see that this isn't that simple. And not to mention, the entire structure that's there already is going to have a program installed within it, which allows it to be mutable. So that, you know, your testes can go in and be ovaries and function as ovaries instead of just remaining as testicles. Everything else, your body knows how to do it. The only thing you have to allow is for the creation of it. So all of this has to shift and move and do all sorts of crazy things, which will work, and it has, like, your body is perfectly capable of doing this. But your conscious mind is the thing that subliminals need to get around. Because if we're going to look at things very simply and actually scientifically, it is a single chromosome difference. One gene. You activate that one gene and you go from female to male and male to female. This is how snakes do it. That's not it. Yeah, this is also why I have affirmations for the thymus in your system, because the thymus helps control a lot of the lymphatic system, and not everybody has a thymus. Energetically, the thymus is also the thing that keeps you from being violent. All of this has to change for you to have a uterus, a womb, ovaries, and mammary glands. You see how easy it is to grow breasts, right? It's super easy. You just eat too many cakes and then you have breast tissue. But energetically, you have to allow yourself to be nourishing, to be a source of life, to have your body be a source of comfort and ease and grace for those around you, which is why my affirmations contain those affirmations for comfort and grace and all of that. It's all energy and it's all you, which means the only thing in the way from you having a penis and a vagina, or changing your male reproductive system to a female reproductive system, which is way easier than having a hermaphroditic system. Like, you need to be really spiritually evolved in order for you to have both of these active. Trust on that. It's very, like, 1 in 2,000 children statistically are born with what they call genetic anomalies or ambiguous genitalia, which basically means that they have both a penis and a vagina, a clitoris and a scrotum, a vaginal opening and a cervix along with whatever. There's over 3,000 variations of how you can mix this. It's much easier genetically and to recode your chromosomes to push that in and turn it back into that. But the process of this happening means it's going to shrink, 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 restructure, restructure. So basically it goes like, it's like this, right? And then it has to go back in and then get back in there and then go like this. That's all it is. A snake does this easily. Amphibious creatures do this. Okay, now I'm going to be making another subliminal regarding this, because asking your body and your consciousness to have a divine hermaphrodite system, you know, the one I made doesn't mess with your penis. So I'm going to make another one that shrinks your penis, your male reproductive system, back into a female reproductive system. And you can decide which one you want to use. Both will work effectively. If you allow one to work, the other one works just as well. The only issue is, are you energetically and mentally prepared for these changes? Your real body will change. Just like your eye color changes and you grow more hair or you release more hair, just like your legs grow, your boobs grow, your prostate, shrinks or does what it does, your bladder expands and contracts, your penis gets erect and doesn't get erect, whatever. These things happen within the body because the body is designed to do these things. The issue is the gene sequence that gives you the permission to change was deactivated. This is fact. The XY and XX chromosomes are a lie. The actual structure of your chromosome is, I think, triple X or quadruple X. There wasn't a Y chromosome. The Y chromosome is a broken X chromosome, because humans are pink snakes. You are a pink reptilian creature. You have the ability to do these things easily and effortlessly. The only issue is your conscious mind doesn't believe it. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Yeah, I've been looking at all this anatomy and attempting to figure out how to even word all of this in a subliminal. All of this goes into creating your vagina. But all of this already exists in your penis. All of it. So creating more of it, it's easier for you to just shift to a reality that you already have these things. But then your reality would change. You would be the one that guides your reality to that place. So again, the power is all within you. What I'm doing here, what most subliminal makers usually do, is basically fly the airplane. You're telling the airplane where to go. You decide the destination. You decide where you want to sit. You're the one paying the energy cost to your body, to the universe. You're the one making the deals with the universe. It's not me. I'm just giving you the map, which is also why I would call my tarot card readings star maps, because I'm giving you the map to see where you want to go. So if you simply decide within yourself that this is what you want, and then act as if you already have it, and daydream, fantasize, visualize with all of your senses that you are having intercourse with this system without touching your male system within a span of 21 days to 3 months, you will begin to alter your genetic structure completely. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to include you in this because it's better that you see the ridiculousness of what I go through. You can look at this website yourself, but I would be very cautious on listening to their videos because they're using sound to alter your genes. And no, I have not used any of these in any of my videos ever. There's a gene called Fox something, and it involves the penis to vagina, vagina to penis, and I thought it was called Fox 32, like the channel. But apparently I'm mistaken. Because, well, let's see if this is Herc 32. Herc. Eye color. Here's one of them, the Oka 2. This is what albino people have that gives them pink eyes. It's a gene sequence of Oka 2, oculocutaneous albinism. Okay, well, if you have this, where's the other one that I was looking for? Anyway, when people tell you you can't change genetics, there's a YouTube channel for that. Human protein sequence, genes, proteins, vivo, vitro, situ silico, etc., etc. Anyway, I guess it was taken down for obvious reasons. Are you sure, though? It was an FOLX and not a Fox? Nope. 32. No. The Adam gene. Anyway, it's obviously doable. The issue is how much time and effort and energy are you going to spend every day doing your spiritual work, your energetic work, so on and so forth to attain this. In addition to that, are you mentally prepared? In addition to that, are you emotionally mature and intelligent enough to be able to make certain that everything is developing properly? In addition to that, are you mentally, emotionally, and intelligently capable of taking care of something like this? Do you see why you haven't allowed yourself to have this yet? Because it's more than just having a vagina to get screwed in. It's more than just having another sex organ. This creates life. Having this means that you are capable of caring for, creating, nurturing, not only yourself, but also life itself, which will grow inside you. And I know you fantasize about it, and I have too. But you have to be aware, this is not child's play. Again, this is why I have made the affirmations in the way that I have, so that your body, mind, and spirit are in harmony with what it is that you intend to create for yourself. Which means that you're going to experience emotional situations coming up. You're going to experience feeling ugly. You're going to experience feeling beautiful. You're going to experience feeling weird. Look, normal adolescent female reproductive system or anatomy. Female genital masculinization due to androgen exposure. Androgen exposure is in food, air, radio waves, computers, everything you're dealing with. This is why females look more masculine, males look more feminine. You drink a cup of Starbucks coffee, your penis shrinks usually because there's estrogens in the soy stuff, and then in the regular stuff there's things that help you masculinize. This is an enlarged clitoris. Your penis head is an enlarged clitoris. There is no difference other than the canal being fused. Fused labia is a scrotum. So, do you see why it's easier to alternate what you already have into what you want instead of creating something completely new and extra inside of you? So, I'm going to be working on a different subliminal to bring this masculinized female reproductive system back into a normal female reproductive system. I'm going to word it specifically. I'm going to word it very accurately. It will take some time, because giving you the ability to do this, oh my God, you have to be ready for this before anyone can help you attain this. I can give you the blueprint, and I already have, and that's subliminal. But you must be ready to do this yourself. This is the end result. Neville Goddard says, imagine the end result. Well, the end result is, if you have a female reproductive system, that you're going to reproduce as a female. So if you intend to have a vaginal structure, then guess what? You're going to have to imagine yourself pregnant and giving birth. Because it's more than just sex. You want to have sex with a female reproductive system, you can go have surgery for that. If you want to be an actual genetic, if you want to have this capacity, then you got to do the spiritual work for it. No amount of subliminals are going to convince you that you are worthy of doing this. I'm going to cut this video short because it is going on 22 minutes already. Oh my God. Again, this is obviously possible. It is not on mainstream media for obvious reasons, because mainstream media is about as trustworthy as a clown in a mime suit. Oh, here's that image. Not this one. This one. Differentiation of external genitalia in the human embryo and fetus. Female at 12 weeks. Female at 36 weeks. Male at 12 weeks. Male at 36 weeks. Now, this is just the structure. What happens within the 7th or 8th month of the 3rd trimester? Another hormone is released within the pregnant body to establish the actual gender. Because at first you can be, born with this, but you're energetically and genetically a female. You can be born with this and be genetically and energetically a male. During the last few weeks, months of pregnancy, another hormone releases, which tells your entire system, aligns it. Hold on. During the last phases of birth, the rest of this comes into play. So when you're like, oh, I'm a male, oh, I'm a female, no, you're not. It's just the amount of energies within all of your subtle bodies. The etheric, the emotional body, the lower mental, the higher mental, the causal, the soul, the integrated, spiritual, the subtle energy points, which are like all over. The soul star, which is why people say imagine a white light coming from the top to the bottom, because you're connecting with the soul star. the thymus, which keeps you not being a violent douchebag and doing horrible things to people. And then that connects to the hara, which connects to the heart chakra. They have the hara listed here within the lower sacral, but it's actually, there's two hara, the lower and the upper. The upper is in between the throat and the heart, and the lower is in between the root and the sacral. These are actual glands, as I will show you right now. See? All of these, your meridian system connects with these. So if you take this body and turn it sideways, you get the meridian system and all the chakras and the teeny weeny itsy bitsy points. See? And then there's the kung fu spots, the vital points, which all connect to the causal body, the wiggly blue spot, and then that goes into the emotional, and then it goes into the physical. You see where it says the etheric, and the etheric is that bluish, dark blue around your body? When you're attempting to go from male to female or female to male or alter any physical attribute upon your body physical, you are reprogramming the etheric blueprint. Okay? So you're not just telling your body, oh, I want bigger boobs, a smaller waist, or whatever. You're reprogramming the etheric. Because when you're born, during these stages, these energy systems are being started to create. And when they are, you're using the structure of what was already, like, it's all meshed together, okay? I mean, I'm literally explaining to you the foundations of the human body. Give me a break. And like I told you in the other video, each chakra system is connected to one of the other bodies. And then there are way more than any of these, like, listed here. Alex Gray is really good at looking at some of the art, like the actual structure of the body. You are a divine device. And if you intend to go from this to this, then all of this has to change. So when you're like, oh, it's not working, bitch, you crazy. Of course it's working. It's just working on all of the subtle bodies first, because your physical body is the most last one. See? You are the universe. So when you're changing these things, not only are you changing the human magnetic field of your entire system, you're changing the energetic structure, you are changing the way the universe responds to you and interacts with you. You are changing the entire structure of geometry and of energy and of light that goes in you and out of you. All because you want bigger boobs. And you're perfectly capable of doing so. You just gotta be patient, baby. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm being really obnoxious right now. But it's like I just, whatever. You can do this. I can help you. But you're gonna need to do the work yourself. You can't just expect a subliminal to do it for you. And when situations and energies come up in your life where you're like, oh, I hate myself. Oh, I can't stand this. Oh, I can't stand that. Don't sit and dwell in that. Be aware of the emotion you're feeling and transmute it to its opposite. Because what's happening when you feel that way is something is attempting to change. So you've been stuck in the male pattern of like self-hatred, and you're like, I don't give a flying fudge. I'm going to give my seed to everything. And now you're like, oh, I want to be a female and keep my seed inside and create life. Well, you're going to need to value yourself, You're going to need to love yourself. You're going to have to accept yourself. You're going to have to do the energy work. You're going to have to connect with your source. You're going to have to realize what exactly you are. You're going to have to change all of those things, okay? And all you have to do is connect to the heart. Align your system and allow. Remember the video I made yesterday? Get your shit together meditation with lying down on the floor with your arms up, palms up. This is why. You know, sometimes it amazes me at exactly how much I know without even knowing what I know. Do I want to keep doing this now? Because I'm getting a headache. Whoop, 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 doop, boop. Alright, I think we're done. Now, wait, here we go. I also have the affirmations within the subliminals for happy organs. I'm certain some of you have already dissected my affirmations and either completely insulted them or laughed at them or whatever, and that's fine. You're basically laughing at your own intelligence. What you need to do to change the body, in addition to changing the energetic system, the meridians, and blah, 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 basically by allowing and meditating, the organs will then respond. Once the organs respond, each and every organ is connected to a different meridian point, which means if you're attempting to, like, you know, connect with source, your pineal gland is going to start wiggling. Once that happens, the entire energetic structure of the pineal gland, which connects to the entire skull, the sides, and everything else, will start being activated. Once that happens, you're going to start feeling anxious. You're going to start getting weird and little visual disturbances. You're going to start hearing and seeing things because your system is waking up. So when you want to develop a vagina, a uterus, a cervix, and all of these organs down there need to shift and move. All of those need to shift and move. All of those need to shift and move, and all of those. And everything has to vibrate at a different frequency because the energetic frequency of the music your male body makes is different than the music your female body will make. Which means the DNA needs to be recoded, the gene sequence has to be recoded, everything else, and it's all done divinely. It's all done with divine assistance. You, as the human, have to get out of the way. And the way you get out of the way, anyone in class want to answer this? You educate yourself on what you actually are. Look this up. New Earth Army based on Kauai to serve as global, whatever. Just find this picture. The picture is right here. Oh, I guess I'll link it. Anyway, you can do this. You absolutely can do this, and I'm certain I've given you enough evidence for this right now to be able to, and like, whatever, you can do this. Just allow it. You're designed to evolve.